Okay, ladies, let's play a little game. Let's start with our friend Val. Val, have you ever kissed one of your girlfriends?
Yes.
Okay, like obviously, duh. So you've kissed. Raquel, have you ever kissed another girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Stephanie, you ever kissed another girl drunk, whatever? Have you ever?
Yeah.
You have. Okay.
Yes.
Yes? Mom and daughter, this is getting weird, but you ever kissed another girl?
Yes.
No.
You have?
I have not.
No, but you're 18, so that's it. Nat,
Super straight.
I know you're gonna say no, but
No.
you've kissed another girl. Stop. Okay. What's my point here? There's sort of a distinction. There's sort of a spectrum here.
Yeah.
I don't know too many guys that are bi. I'm not saying that it's not possible.
Maybe not public.
We know Destiny kind of has his thing going on. That's fine. I like Destiny, but I don't know many guys that you're just like, nah, I'm on this team. That's how I roll.
Well, maybe because they're not
Girls-
open about it.
Girls, I think no.
I think a
girls.
lot of
You'd
guys
be
are not
surprised.
open
They're just
about
not
it.
open about it because they're scared
So
of people
here's-
judging them.
So here's my thought. Those guys are actually just gay.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
then they get in relationships with women because they're trying to
Right.
fit into society when in reality they want
Correct.
to be with men.
They're called
Right.
beards.
What?
You ever
yeah,
heard
so
that term?
that doesn't mean that they're
Right?
not there. It just means that you don't know about them because
So
they're not
my
as open
point
as
is,
we are.
I think at this point in the world today, it's actually cooler to be gay.
All right.
It's actually cooler to be
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
the.
it's better.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
actually cooler to be
Companies.
trans.
Well, you're
Trans
trending.
is the new trend.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
trending.
literally.
So I don't know anybody that's hiding it these days. So it's almost like the hypocrisy, and I like what you talk about, like the brainwashing of social norms. It's like, I know dudes that are dudes, and I know guys that are gay, and hey, what's up? You're my homie, you're my gay buddy. How you doing? Like that's fine. But whether this article is real or fake, I don't know. Guys aren't doing this, but I feel like that's sort of seeping into culture. They're like, go ahead, have a gay bromance, buddy. Right? FitX, am I going crazy here?
No, I think
I feel
you're
like I'm
100%
fucking
right.
Mugatu taking crazy pills out here.
I think it's to shame traditional male relationships and call it toxic.
Correct.
Right, and then push us to be more feminized so we are easily controlled.
There we go. Bingo.
And then tell us that it's okay to act like this when a lot of guys don't want to act like this.
100%.
In school, they bullied me for being a white heterosexual female, and they were
Ugh,
like, "I can't believe
disgusting.
that you're not gay or bisexual or
Really?
lesbian."
Well, like over 20% of your generation in the USA is now
Right.
identifying as LGBTQ.
Yes.
I know, and like,
so-
and I wouldn't
Correct.
go to the
goofy.
norms, and they would get so angry at me for not doing that. And the woman would push me and be like, "You should stay fat, like you should stay obese, stay overweight, like that's beautiful." Because women even now like will like toxic and hate on each other so that they don't get men. And now like they'll like take both women and will be like, "Let's be lesbians, let's do this."
Women sabotage each other so much.
They sabotage each other so that they don't have good lives, because I've lost so many friends since losing weight, getting into a long-term relationship, being traditional. My old friends hate me now because I'm now a traditional
Good for
woman.
you.
And it's
Your friends hate
No,
you.
good for
Why?
you. Good for
because
you.
I'm a traditional woman who isn't bisexual, lesbian, fat, ugly, disgusting, sitting at home eating my life away.
That's
So they
crazy.
hate me for that, and they even some people still try to tear my relationship apart. Say, "Oh, they're bad for you because you're traditional. That's terrible. Don't be that way. Be
Where
a
did
boss,
you go?
babe."
Where did you go to
Yeah.
school?
Northern California.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes so much sense.
Northern California.
Financially,
Shout out to you
this is-
guys.
Financially, this is a whole thing where it's like now companies are taking advantage just to make money from it.
Yep.
So it's an
Yeah.
incentive for you to be gay and trans. And it's funny, I was looking at
And fat.
Blair White, I believe it is. She's on YouTube. Shout out to you. She was saying how trans people, they don't want to be like exposed. They don't want to be known as like, hey, I'm a man. Like when people transition, they're hiding the fact that who their old identity is. So it's like when you have these companies trying to make money and do all these things, it's like you're taking advantage of people who maybe are struggling with something and you're trying to make money from them. And it's sad, it's disturbing, and it comes down to the boundaries, right? How far is enough, or how far do you allow? Because people will take advantage, and that's where they say, hey, let's make money from this.
Yeah.
So speaking of money, speaking of stats, you said 20% of Gen Z identify as part of the LGBT community. And by the way, just for the record, I've said this when I did stand-up comedy for many years, and I said it again. It's not racist if you make fun of everybody. Okay? You could get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. It's only racist if it's like, only you can get it, this person. So I have gay friends. I lived in Miami Beach my whole life. Huge gay community. I've worked in nightlife.
Right.
Got gay friends galore. But what's happening in today's society is sort of like you're pushing things down people's throat. No pun intended. Shout out to the gay guys. But Zuby hit the number on the head. Pull up this stat, which is very interesting. And this is kind of what you're talking about, brainwashing and pushing narratives and challenging social norms and basically telling people, don't believe your lying eyes, okay? So today, 7.2% of US adults identify as LGBT. Cool, 7.2%. Huh, what was that many years ago? No. What's weird is only in 2014, so 10 years ago, millennials were the highest generation that identified as LGBT. It was 6%. Every other generation older than that, Gen X, baby boomers, and traditionalists were basically hovering at 2-3%. Cool? So let's fast forward to 2022. This is last year. I'm sure they'll have updated stats and it'll get even more colorful, if you know what I mean, by next year. But in 2022, now I'll ask you, you said that a lot of people in your grade were shaming you?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So who do you think is more comfortable being gay or basically expressing their beliefs, right? Meaning an 80-year-old man or an 18-year-old girl or an 18-year-old boy? Who's more comfortable saying what they feel?
An 80-year-old man.
What is it?
80-year-old man.
Why an 80-year-old man?
Because he's lived his life, especially if he's lived his life gay. He knows
Okay,
more than
if
an
you've met
18-year-old.
any 80-year-old person, they're just gonna say what the fuck they gotta say.
That too.
I've been living this life, I don't give a shit
don't give
if
a
you think
fuck
I'm
anymore.
racist, if you think I'm sexist, I'm 80.
Oh, but today
I don't give a
anyways.
shit what you have to say, right? Do we all agree on this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, they don't care. They're like, dude, I'll be dead in a couple years.
Yeah.
Let it rip, buddy. So what's interesting about this stat, if you can pull this back up, 1.7% of traditionalists born before 1946, okay, so they're well into their 80s at this point, 1.7% identify as being part of the LGBTQ community. Okay, cool. The generation after that is baby boomers, which are basically a lot of our parents, or even grandparents for that matter, depending on your age. 2.7%. Not a huge number, not a huge increase. The generation after that, Gen X, which I don't know if anybody, you might be a Gen Xer, right? That's right, looking hot. 3.3%, so nothing crazy. So the people who are basically 45 plus, it's sort of, 1, 2, 3% gay, cool. What's weird though, when it gets to millennials and Gen Z, check out this stat. 11%, it skyrockets for millennials. Okay, so millennials, diverse, accepting, right? They're 11.2% thinking, all right, they are identifying. Here's where it gets weird, okay? The Gen Z community, they're basically saying, millennials, oh, you think you're gay? Well, hold my beer. Hold my skinny margarita here, okay? Because 19.7, almost 20%, which Zuby highlighted, identify as part of the LGBT community. So, do I respect gay people? Sure. Should gay people have equal rights? No doubt. I don't think anybody has a problem with gay people or anything these days. But what I do have a problem with is, how did it go that in 2014, it was a couple percentage of people identified, but by 2022 last year, 20% of the Gen Z identify as LGBT. Explain this to me. Somebody talk math to me. Go ahead, Raquel.
I have an idea. So I think it's safe to say, there were computers, but I think it's safe to say that millennials more so got the computer, the internet, et cetera, et cetera.
Social media.
Social media.
That's what I was going to say.
So now, they will say there's no crime down the street, but now because somebody has a phone and they can record it, now that crime is documented. Yeah. So now we're seeing it more. So the same thing, I think, could potentially be with gay communities, LGBTQ, plus, whatever. Now people are like, well, I'm this, and I'm that, and this person's this, and I'm that person's that. So now everybody sees it, and they're like, well, I'm that too. And then now created this whole like this normalcy.
Or
Social
could it
contagion.
be, or could it be, like our friend Penelope had to say, she was shamed for just being a 18-year-old white woman in her country.
Well, that's the
in
thing too
California.
with kids.
So
They're
now,
clout chasers.
if she said, listen, I'm actually 300 plus pounds, and I'm lesbian, and I'm actually thinking about going through a transition, I'm assuming you would have been showered with love in your community.
Totally. There were people.
Explain that.
Explain which part.
Everything.
Okay, so if I was like, hey, I'm gonna be a guy and I'm gonna get surgery and I identify as a cat and I'm really excited about it, then all the girls and all my friends would have been like, that's amazing, like I'm so excited. Okay, cat, we're gonna help you, we're gonna support you. Go ahead, be a cat. If I was like, yeah, and when I was overweight and I ate junk food, the people online and my friends would be like, oh, it's fine, let's go get some pizza. Oh, it's fine, you can have the pizza, you can have the ice cream, because if I said no, I had an eating disorder, which is wild to me, because I was 300 pounds. I looked disgusting. I swear I did. I lived in my dark room in bed, and they told me, oh, just eat more pizza, eat more ice cream. It's okay. You're a beautiful girl. I was literally dying, and no one cared. No one. My therapist didn't say anything either. They were like, oh, you're fine. You're gorgeous. You're amazing. You're an amazing person. That doesn't help the situation.
Helene, you want to weigh in on your daughter's situation?
Other people cared.
You cared.
I cared a lot.
You cared, but my friends didn't care. They wanted me to be
But the elephant in the room was that the doctor was trying to tiptoe around it. Your therapist had stopped talking about it. I mean, it was shocking, actually.
Why do you think they did that?
Because
Such a
there's a
touchy
psychological understanding in their field that by highlighting a problem, it emphasizes it in their ideology.
Yeah.
And so I was very vocal about it to Penelope, and she knows that. And
they tried to give me pills for everything. Pills for anxiety, pills
Yep.
for depression,
ADHD.
pills for being overweight, pills for all these problems.
They
Instead
pump
of
you.
just get healthy, just take control of your
And
mental
just take the
health.
easy way out and take some pills. Don't
No.
work out. Don't eat healthy.
we didn't give her
Don't
any
look in the
pills.
mirror and try to
No.
fix it. Just take these pills.
about
Never
money.
once did I take a pill.
No, the Step It Up program was what we did, and we didn't use pills because pills don't build skills, and she did
I
it.
love
She
that.
turned it around.
But pills pay the bills.
They
Anyways,
shouldn't, but they shouldn't.
that's true. Anyway, did I force feed any of these answers to you ladies? Like, you can say whatever you want to say. Is there anyone here that has a different point of view? I'd love to hear it. Anyone?
I'm not a lady. I have a point of view on this.
Okay.
I have points of view on lots of things. Well, in terms of what's going on here, obviously it's a number of factors. It's a social contagion. It has become trendy to claim you're part of the alphabet community. Something I saw that's actually interesting is, someone can fact check me on this, but apparently the percentage of people in each of those demographics who's actually having same-sex relationships, like in the true sense, has not changed across the board. So out of those 20% of people who are saying, hey, I'm part of the alphabet community, only the standard 2 to 4%, just like in all those other generations, is actually guys who are like getting with guys.
So it's more of like a cloud chasing.
Exactly.
thing.
It's cool
Exactly.
to be
It's cool to be
trans.
part of it.
And
It's
now,
cool
and if
to
you
be part
think,
of
That's what I
that.
was trying to say, but
yeah.
I'm a worst.
and if you think
Yeah,
with
we're
the,
gonna work on
whenever
speaking
they're-
English. You
and
got
also
this.
if you think with the older generation, right, it used to just be LGB,
Yeah.
which is very clear what that means: lesbian,
Yeah.
gay, bisexual.
Yes.
Once you add the T and the Q and the AAP plus and whatever, it's just like anything. Oh, I just dyed my hair blue.
It just
now
jumped
I'm a
the
different,
shark.
right? I've dyed my hair blue,
Nothing
so now
needs
I'm
to
part
make
of the
sense
community.
anymore.
Oh, I said
Yes.
I'm non-binary 3 minutes ago. I'm a they them, so now I'm part of the community. People are just like identifying into it, so their behaviors aren't even changing. They're just saying, hey, I'm
Very
part of this
good
thing.
point.
And they'll even be like, they'll be overweight and be like, I identify as skinny. So then they make people call them skinny. And
No
you're like,
way.
but that's denying the
Yeah.
truth.
That's
Really?
disturbing.
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire SOSCAST, click right here.